All right, well, here I am. And looking forward to this. Here we are at the Miss Lou Military Museum. Mr. Mark LaFrancis.
Oh, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here. We're so excited to be here at the Miss Lou Military Museum and Veterans Welcome Center. And I am excited to be touring the facility today and to just be meeting with some of the board members and those who have made this museum possible. But of course, during our visit today, it's very important that I give a presentation to Mark LaFrancis. And check it out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Because if it weren't for Mr. LaFrancis and his dedication to our veterans and to telling the story, this museum would not exist. And in fact, so many veterans would be overlooked.
I'll prize this. This is going to be a very valuable honor for me.
Great.
And for Home with Heroes.
All right.
And our team, because veterans go to serve the country not individually, but with a team. It's a team effort.
And you are a very important leader of that team.
Okay.
It's just great to be at the museum today. And Mark, why don't you tell us more about the history behind this museum and these great people who are with us today?
Sure. Home with Heroes Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit. We were formed in 2013 to help veterans and their loved ones. All along, Home with Heroes Foundation has wanted to give a gift to the community. This represents all of the conflicts, all of the service post Civil War. And we cover all branches, and we have uniforms that people have actually worn. Some of these are wonderful uniforms. We have our prized possession, which is our G.I. Joe collection. Fully outfitted G.I. Joes look like they're ready to jump off the shelf, get into combat for us. And we also have an ocean of ships that represent different ships in different conflicts. Soon we're going to have an Air Force that's going to hang from the ceiling above the G.I. Joes. And this is where people can try on actual uniforms that have been worn by our veterans and have fun. Kids love it.
Tell us about your team.
All right. The team consists of officers and a board of directors. We have a wonderful 5-member board of directors, and to my left here is our vice president, a veteran, Army, Larry Smith, and another veteran to my right here, Ben Tucker, an Army. Another board member is Lynn Bradford, whose 2 sons serve, and 1 son is still in the Marine Corps, and his wife too. And she is our vice president, and the one who keeps us financially safe is Marcia Thompson, our treasurer. And believe me, she watches every penny and does a good job at it. So I'm fortunate to have these people with us today, but also there are more members of the board, and they do a wonderful job.
That's great. That's great.
And we have greeters. They keep this place looking nice.
That's great. Well, it sure shows. It does.
Decided to take our prized possession and put it right up front where people can see it. It's the combat G.I. Joes through the years, put together by an actual Green Beret, an actual combat, Army combat soldier, and he's given us all of these wonderful figures. Like I said, that looks like they can jump off the shelves and get right into combat. There's more coming.
That's great.
So this group of folks will evolve into more.
Well, Mark and members of the board, I have brought some things that I would like to lend to the museum so that others can enjoy them. My father, Robert Gibson, served in World War II. He was a tech sergeant in the combat engineers, the 279th. And my dad was actually there when Berlin fell in 1945. During that time, he kept a lot of history, and I have just a few things here. One of those is a map, and the map is one that basically follows the journey of the 279th on their way to liberate all of those areas overtaken by the Nazis and to finally help win the war.
That was incredibly tough service.
We have this. This is just more that talks about the goings of the 279th. And then my dad was so proud of this, and actually I have a copy of this in my office at City Hall, but I'd love for a copy to be here. It just shows that he was a veteran of the Battle of the Bulge, and my dad proudly wore this hat just about everywhere. And I just thought it'd be nice to have it on display here. And another service you provide has to do with old flags.
That's right. We don't want people to put their flags in a trash barrel or in a trash bag. They can bring them here and deposit them in the box, and then at an appropriate time, there will be a wonderful, respectful flag retirement ceremony. They'll have to catch the local media or our website, and they'll find out when, and they can come, and they can even bring a flag to be retired. There are about 13 other bins around the Mislu.
Now, I know we have one at City Hall.
That's right.
Well, thank you. This is a great service.
Thank you.
Well, I got to get back to work, but I want to thank all of you. Mark, thank you. It's been a wonderful day.
Thank you very much.
Oh, one last thing. What are your hours?
Hours are Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and the first and third Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. But by appointment, we'll open the doors as well. They can call me personally. That's Mark LaFrancis, 601-442-0980.
Great.